Barca, Barca, Barca.
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the very latest as usual. We are going to start with Robert Lewandowski, who still continue to be strongly linked with FC Barcelona. It has been reported that the Polish striker wants to join the club, but Barcelona are currently unwilling to pay that 60 million euros for him. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about another transfer story, claiming that Barcelona are still interested in re-signing this former La Masia prodigy and of course who plays for Paris Saint-Germain, Simens. We are going to be discussing much on that. Then thirdly, we are going to be talking about on loan Barcelona midfielder Miralem Pjanic, as it has been reported that the player will return to the Camp Nou after his loan spell at Besiktas. Of course, this was recently confirmed by the sporting director of Besiktas. So callers, as we get right into those stories in much detail, please do well to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barca, Barca, Barca.
Reports from Poland claimed that Barcelona and Robert Lewandowski had reached an agreement over a multi-million 3-year contract ahead of a possible summer move. The 33-year-old Bayern Munich superstar's current deal with the club expires in 2023. It has brought about a lot of speculations over his future as Bayern are unwilling to meet his request for a 3-year deal. Barcelona have emerged as a potential destination for the Poland striker due to their well-publicized search for a marquee centre-forward ahead of the summer transfer window. Now, Gerard Romero has come up with fresh updates on the situation surrounding Lewandowski and Barca. The transfer expert has claimed that manager Xavi Hernandez wants to sign the 33-year-old in the summer, while also insisting that the centre-forward himself is keen on making the jump to the Camp Nou. However, as far as an agreement is concerned, Romero claims that negotiations are still underway between the two parties, but it seems that Barcelona would be reluctant to meet Bayern Munich's 60 million euros valuation of the veteran. The Bavarian Giants are not in the strongest of positions, negotiation-wise, considering that Lewandowski will have, 1 year left on his deal this summer. If he refuses to sign a new deal and they do not offload him, they could lose him on a Bosman deal in 2023. At the same time, though, they are well within their right to command a sum of 60 million euros for the striker, a striker of his caliber and experience, who has been going extremely strong despite his advancing years and has amassed a tally of 46 goals this season. It remains to be seen how this situation evolves in the coming weeks, but with Lewandowski seemingly keen on a move away from Bayern Munich and Barcelona pushing for a deal, a compromise could be reached between all three parties for next season. So Barcelona, for their part, continue to push for Lewandowski, and of course the reports claiming how Bayern are rating him for at least 60 million euros, which we all know Barca will face it very difficult to, to match that valuation, considering their financial predicaments. And of course, if Bayern continue to, insist on that price, on that valuation, I bet you it will be difficult for our club FC Barcelona to buy Lewandowski, honestly speaking, because that 60 million euros Barca won't be able to match. They are not even willing to match, because I think even if the money was available, going for Lewandowski, 34-year-old with that 60 million, it makes no sense. So from the look of things, it's really tricky on Barcelona's end, and of course Bayern not willing to let their star striker go. Barca are going to face it very difficult, to lure Lewandowski to the Nou Camp, except otherwise, because at the end of the day, even if Barca don't succeed in his pursuit, it's not the end of the world. Barca are just going for a marquee signing because of the fact that, Erling Haaland is out of reach. No, let me say almost out of reach. We cannot rule anything out for now. So Barca keep on scoring the market for a striker. But to my own personal opinion, even if they don't finally get any marquee striker, there's no big deal for that. There's no big deal for that. It will not be the end of the world for the club. But of course, we have other areas that we can strengthen. We've been talking about left back. We've been talking about right back. Of course, talking about defense. And of course, Barca will need to strengthen those areas as well. Attacking wise, we don't have the biggest problem in the world, do we? So we'll just have to see how things unfold, if Barca will succeed in the Lewandowski pursuit or not. Then on to the next story of discussion. Xavi Simens was perceived to be a massive loss for FC Barcelona when the youngster opted to join the Paris Saint-Germain academy in 2019. He was one of the top prospects of the La Masia at the time, almost destined to earn his big breakthrough within the coming years. Almost 3 years since his departure, Simens hasn't achieved much in professional football so far. During this period, fellow La Masia graduates such as Pedri, Ronald Araujo, and Gavi have all made their respective breakthroughs, establishing themselves as key first-team components at Barcelona. But that shouldn't deter the Catalans from re-signing Simens in the upcoming summer transfer window, according to reports from Le Parisien. The report from the French news outlet suggests Barcelona are one of many clubs eyeing a potential move for the youngster at the end of the season, as they look to shore up their options in the middle of the pack. An attacking midfielder by trade, Simens has featured in only 4 games in Ligue 1 this term, with PSG boasting a star setup. It has been difficult for the youngster to leave an impression on the first team. However, the 18-year-old has performed brilliantly in the UEFA Youth League, racking up 4 goals and 6 assists in just 7 outings. Unfortunately, his absence through a yellow card suspension saw PSG get knocked out of the quarter-final stage to RB Salzburg. Xavi believes Simens can convert those performances in La Liga as well, and given the way how the Barcelona coach has nurtured young players so far, it won't be surprising to see the young Dutchman earning a potential breakthrough upon his return to Catalonia. The potential midfield combination of Pedri, Gavi and Simens could be a match made in heaven, as far as the Barcelona fans are concerned, although it remains to be seen whether the Catalans can fend off interest from other clubs in the pursuit of the PSG starlet. Then on to the final story of discussion. Pjanic had a difficult spell at Barcelona after arriving at the club from Juventus in 2020, signed in a coveted deal that saw Automelo move the other way. The Bosnian never really, settled in well at the Camp Nou under former boss Ronald Koeman. Having failed to make much of a mark, Pjanic left the Catalan Giants last summer, signing for Turkish outfit Besiktas on loan for the 2021-22 season. The midfielder has had a mixed spell in the Turkish capital, managing just 24 appearances so far, in which he has registered 4 assists. He has had troubles with injuries and coronavirus, which had held him back to an extent. And now Besiktas' sporting director Şehun Kazanci has confirmed that the club will not be extending the 32-year-old stay in Istanbul beyond the end of the season, insisting that Pjanic will be returning to Barcelona once the season is over. As quoted by Goal Espana, the director said, "Pjanic has been on loan to our team since the beginning of the season. However, we will not continue with him next season. We will start with only names that are suitable for the coach's system." The report claims that Besiktas had considered extending the former Juventus star's stint beyond the ongoing campaign. It also adds that Pjanic himself would have been keen to continue at Istanbul, but he and his family feel settled there. But Besiktas have had a change of heart on the matter, with the director making it clear that the midfielder ace will be returning to the Camp Nou once his curtains fall on the 2021-22 season. However, the 32-year-old is unlikely to find a place in Xavi Hernandez's squad, considering the abundance of midfield options already at the club. Barcelona thoughts will be forced to find a new suitor for Pjanic, with a report claiming that the Boston international still has admirers in Italy. However, his annual salary of €9 million, could make it difficult to attract buyers. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.